As someone who is both Nigerian and Christian, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you don't have to keep your goals a secret. In both my culture and faith, it is very common to keep things private and not shout about your plans because of, monitoring spirits, evil eye. But equally, I was also thinking about how important it is to actually share your goals with other people. And the reality is there is no set formula. I think as a Christian, it's important that you are led and that you are practicing discernment at all times. It is really important to know when to say something and when not to say it and who to say it to as well. I was watching this podcast about founding a company and the guest was being asked, how do you know when someone is a new founder versus when they are like an experienced founder? And he said, you can tell when somebody is a brand new founder when they are overly secretive about everything. He said that experienced founders, they shout about their business. They talk about it with everyone. They talk about their plans with everyone. Why? Because if they don't, they will not get that investment. They will not get eyes on their company. If you're launching something, you might be thinking, well, I don't want to tell people about it. It's a brand new business. I want to get all my ducks in a row before I actually launch it. Depending on who you are and what you're launching, either way may be the right way for you. I also think about things like my accountability group, where we have to be quite open in saying, this is what I want to achieve this year. This is what I'm doing week in, week out to make sure that I get to that goal. It can feel quite intrusive actually when you're on that call and you're talking to people and letting them know your plans. But this is what I'm saying. There needs to be discernment in who you say things to. Any accountability group must be a safe place. It must be filled with people who are just as ambitious as you and actually understand why you're doing what you're doing so that they don't talk down to you or try to plant seeds of discord or plant seeds of things that will kind of kill your dream. And so this is why it is so important to be led by the Holy Spirit, because God has foresight. God is able to say, don't join that group, or don't tell this person about that business, or maybe wait till a certain time to be able to share it with the world. God knows the end before the beginning, so he knows what's a green light and what's not. And we see many times in the Bible where people actually have to practice that discernment. For example, Mary, mother of Jesus, when she found that she was pregnant, most people would, keep it strum. But Mary was able to go to Elizabeth and speak about it freely. Why? Because she understood exactly what she was going through. Because she was going to be a voice of encouragement. Because she was a safe place. On the contrary, it was really, really important that King Herod did not find out when, where, how baby Jesus was going to be born, because his plan was to kill baby Jesus and to literally nip in the bud what the Lord had planned for us. Again, so this is why discernment is important, to know when to talk and when not to talk. So when Herod asked the wise men, tell me when and where this baby is born, they didn't report back. As they say, move in silence, secure what you need to secure before you shout about it. But at the same time, have the discernment to know who you need to be talking to, have the discernment to know when to shout about things and when to keep things true.